Alright, so in a lot of my videos, most of the trade bots that I talk about are pretty expensive, and if you guys are on a tighter budget and still want automated trading, there's not that much to choose from. There is Leonardo, which is definitely on the cheaper side of trade bots. It's only around $75, but then after that, there's Profit Trailer, which is 0.03 Bitcoin, which is almost $400. And for some of you guys who don't have that much capital to invest into a trade bot, and say you only have 0.04 Bitcoin total, those can be way too expensive for you. So today I'm going to be talking about a trade bot that is extremely budget. It's definitely super cheap, but that does not necessarily mean it is anything close to being bad. But anyways, before I get into this video, I do just want to tell you guys, make sure you join my groups in the description. I have a Telegram call group that is completely free. I have a huge chat. We are now at over 1,600 people in that chat, which is absolutely insane. Make sure you guys are in those two groups. The links will be in the description. Anyways, let's get right into the video. So what this is called is AutoView. Now this is something a little bit different, as instead of being a program that you can download onto your computer, this is in fact a Chrome extension. So here we can see it on the Chrome web store, so you do have to be using Chrome if you want to be able to use this, and it is an extension that allows you to automate TradingView. And you guys may have heard that before, as in some of my previous videos as I talked about the Gunbot TradingView extension. And if you guys don't know, that was actually 0.025 Bitcoin for the Gunbot TradingView extension, which as of the current Bitcoin price comes out to be around $350. And this does the exact same thing, only with a little bit less features, but I'm going to get into that in a bit whenever I compare the two. But it is way cheaper than this at only $50 per year of using this program, or you can pay something like $5 per month, which is super cheap. You know, I'm pretty sure that most of you guys who are looking at trading and automated trading should be able to afford that. And so it will be a lot cheaper than this, and it is free to add to Chrome. And then what you will get is you will get a little icon up here on your top right where you can click on it and then go to your AutoView settings, and this is what will pop up. The difference between AutoView and Gunbot TradingView extension is that Gunbot TradingView extension has a few things built in, like TV protection, which makes it so it can only sell for profit, or stop loss, which is also built into the Gunbot TradingView extension, but you are paying $300 more for those extra features, which you can just program into scripts with AutoView. So that's the thing. AutoView is definitely a much better deal for programmers out there. If you know how to program scripts, you know how to program on TradingView, AutoView is perfect for you. It is super cheap and it will do everything you need it to do. But if you don't know how to program, stop losses into scripts, you just have to make sure that your scripts are at the correct settings. Now, do you need to know programming to use AutoView? No, not at all. There are tons of free scripts out there. I'm going to go over two of them in this video that I use for long-term and short-term signals, and AutoView automates all of that. So first off, let me just talk about this. This is the alert syntax. Now what that means is on TradingView, whenever you create an alert, so let me just give you guys an example here. Here we have one of the scripts I'm going to talk about in a little bit. You can go ahead and click add an alert, and then buying or selling condition, and then you can just put an alert here with some sort of code. So the message right here is the alert syntax, and that is where you will put all of these settings that will automate the TradingView strategies. So if you go over TradingView, you guys may have heard of these indicators up here where there are scripts and all sorts of different things that are in the community that people sell that are free. There are tons of scripts, and what these scripts do is they can give you signals as to when to buy and sell a specific coin. So here on the bottom we have MACD Gen, which is a free script that I will leave the link to in the description. And what it does is it gives you signals, it gives alerts here on TradingView as to when the MACD crosses. So that's a great use for AutoView, as you can automate MACD. Now you can also do this for tons of other things such as EMA cross, CCI, pretty much any indicator or any script that is on TradingView that allows alerts will work on AutoView. So that is very, very cool, and it's amazing that something this cheap will allow you to automate all of that. Now let me just get into what exchanges it supports and things like that. So this is the alert syntax, which I'll get into in a little bit, but next we have the exchanges that it supports. So here we have all the exchanges. We have One Broker, Binance, Bitfinex, BitMEX. That's also very interesting. You can in fact do leverage trading, so you can automate leverage trading with AutoView. That's very cool. Gunbot doesn't even do that yet. Bittrex, BTCE, OKCoin, OKX, and Poloniex. So it gets a lot of the major ones out there, and especially Binance, which I personally use. And I have talked to the creator of this extension. Binance will be out of beta in the next version, but as of right now, it should be perfectly fine to use. He hasn't heard of any errors. And so that is the one that I personally use, since Binance is my highest recommended exchange as of right now. But here are the prices. So $5 a month and $45 a year if you want to use AutoView. That is it. No extra fees, no extra charges, no extensions you need to buy. It is just $5 a month or $45 a year. And so what this allows you to do is, once you pay for the subscription and you grant the permissions to the exchange, which you can just do by clicking this button, and then it tells you to read and change your data on a certain site. So once you grant it permission and pay for the subscription, you can then go on TradingView and find any script you like. Now this is very important. Whenever you are researching for scripts or looking for scripts online, make sure they have alerts enabled. If they do not have alerts, for example, I'm going to show you a few scripts here. This is a super popular one, but sadly it does not have alerts. So if your script looks like this and you say, oh, okay, buy here, sell here, this looks perfect, I'm gonna want to use this script. And then you right click on it and you see here there is nothing that says add alert. That means you cannot use the script on AutoView. You cannot automate the script. Sadly, TradingView does not allow it yet. So you do need to make sure that your script allows for you to add alerts. And you can find scripts by Googling scripts, signal scripts or alert scripts, anything like that. You can just Google it and find a ton of really good ones. But here is MACD Gen. So as you can see, whenever I right click on it, it says add alert right here. And then what you want to make sure is normally what the default two ones right here are, you can just leave that. You don't need to touch it. And then there's buying and selling condition, and that is all you need to change. So you just need one alert for buying condition and one alert for selling condition. And I recommend once per bar close always when using scripts on TradingView. That is very important. If not, it can give you false signals. And so also something very cool about this is Gunbot TradingView extension uses emails to check for when an alert is triggered, and AutoView actually uses just the TradingView website to wait for alerts to pop up. So you will need to leave your computer on the TradingView page if you do want this to automatically trade for you. You cannot close your computer, and you can run it on a VPS if you want. But you can also just run on your computer. It uses almost no resources as long as you have TradingView open. So once you find your script, you see the signals down here. The green is where it buys, the red is where it sells. All you need to do is make sure you're on buying condition, once per bar close, show pop-up. Doesn't have to. I recommend you click show pop-up so you can see what's happening when. And then for the message, this is very important. You guys can take a look at the alert syntax, which I highly recommend. But here are a few examples of what I use. So all you do is B is either buy or sell. So that is depending on the alert. So for example, here it's buying condition. I need to make sure that it is on B equals buy. Then P is the price, the order price that it's going to put it at. So if the alert was given at, for example, $1,000, and since The issue is this trade bot doesn't update your order once it places it. So if it places an order at $1,000 and then the price is already at $1,100, then that order is never going to get filled. So what you need to make sure to do is make sure that your order is higher than the market price, so it will automatically get filled whenever the bot puts out the signal. So that's why you put P equals -3. So what that does is if the price is currently $100, then it will put the buy order at $103. So it automatically gets filled the second it is put out. So that's very important. Make sure you put that in all of your orders, and you can change the percentage to whatever you want. Then you have quantity. This can either be USD Tether or US dollar or Bitcoin, obviously. So if you have U equals currency, then that means it is US dollar or USD Tether. And then you can go ahead and delete that. Then this will be Bitcoin. So you can go ahead and set this to 0.01 Bitcoin just for an example. And then what you would do is you would copy over one of whatever you have set up, paste it into the message, so that will buy 0.01. Once this gives a buy signal on the bar close, you make sure everything's good, and you can go ahead and click create, and it'll take a few seconds and it will pop up here. And then now we can see once this script gives a buying signal, it will go ahead and pop up and it will automatically buy some Ethereum Classic for me. So that is a very simple way to do that. And then once again, if you wanted to go ahead and do a selling one, you could copy in the exact same thing. So let's go ahead and change this to sell. You don't need to set a quantity for sell since it automatically sells everything if you just don't put a quantity. And then I would once again recommend you put a P equals, and then we can do once per bar close and create. And now this bot will automatically trade based on this indicator down here. And you guys can see the red and green arrows here. Now this script actually does work a lot better on shorter periods, so I'll go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. So if we go ahead and change this to 5 minutes, then we can see here the script bought right here, sold right there. So you know, you would have made a quick profit right there. This script is just really good for small movements. This is really good for sideways markets, and I will leave the link to this one in the description. It's 100% free. And then the next one I wanted to show you guys was EMA cross. If you guys don't know what that is, you guys can just Google EMA cross alert script for TradingView, and I will also leave the link to the description in the description for this one. And what EMA cross is exponential market average cross. So when two of the lines cross, it will either buy or sell. And as you guys can see here, this is really good for big movements in the market. So it would have bought right here, sold up there, and then you see a buy right there, and so far it's holding all the way up. So these are really cool scripts to use. So I would recommend MACD Gen for short-term coins, so pairs that are on 3 minutes or something like that. And then I would recommend EMA cross for periods like 1 hour or 30 minutes or something a little bit longer that makes big movements in the market. EMA works very well for that. So anyways, guys, make sure you use my link in the description to purchase AutoView. I will have a discount code for 10%, and it also helps me out. I hope you guys have enjoyed this AutoView video. I think this is definitely a thing that we should all start using. Even if you have Gunbot TradingView, this can be a little bit more reliable in terms of signals, and it's so cheap. I think it's definitely worth getting for any automated trading you guys want to do in the future. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video.